Nail biting isn't just a bad habit. It's not a lack of self control, and it's definitely not something your brain does randomly. For many people, biting their nails is actually the mind trying to protect them, not from danger that you can see, but from the tension that you can feel. Nail biting is one of those habits that people try to hide. They tuck their hands under the tables, fingers pulled away mid bite, a quiet sense of embarrassment. But psychologically, the behavior isn't about bad manners or weakness. It's about regulation, it's about self soothing, and it's a nervous system that learned a very clever way to release pressure. So, if this is a habit that you struggle with, or one that you've always wondered about, here's what your mind might actually be doing beneath the surface. Welcome back to Your Mind's Mirror, your YouTube psychology channel. Now, reason number one, your nervous system is seeking relief. At its core, nail biting is a self regulation behavior. When your body feels tense, overstimulated, or emotionally unsettled, it looks for ways to discharge that energy. Some people pace, some people fidget, some people bounce their leg, and some people just bite their nails. The repetitive motion, the sensation, the focus that it requires, all of that gently pulls your nervous system out of overwhelm into the present moment. It's grounding, it's rhythmic, it's stabilizing. Even if it doesn't look calm on the outside, inside your body, it's creating a small moment of control and relief. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you, it's trying to steady you. Reason number two, it's often linked to anxiety, even quiet anxiety. So I don't know if you know this or not, but not all anxiety looks like panic or racing thoughts. Sometimes anxiety shows up as constant mental alertness, subtle tension, feeling on all the time, difficulty fully relaxing. Nail biting often lives in that space. It's a way for your body to say, I don't feel fully settled, but this is helping me. It doesn't always mean something is wrong. It often means that your system learned to manage stress quietly and internally, especially for people who grew up needing to stay composed, polite, or emotionally contained. Your body found a small outlet that didn't disturb anyone else, and so it kept it. Reason number three, childhood stress and early patterning. Many nail biters can trace the habit back to childhood. Maybe you were sensitive. Maybe you were highly aware, emotionally observant, or surrounded by unpredictability. Now, even if your childhood wasn't traumatic, your nervous system might have learned early on that life required constant attention and sometimes adjustment. And when children can't control their environment, they often find ways to control their own bodies. So nail biting becomes predictable, easily accessible, always available, and entirely all yours. It's one of the few things you can manage when the other things feel uncertain. So the habit stays, not because it's bad, but because it wants to help you feel safe. Reason number four, dopamine and sensory relief. Now there's also a subtle chemical layer to nail biting. The brain releases small amounts of dopamine when you engage in repetitive, stimulating behaviors. Not enough to feel euphoric, but enough to feel slightly calmer, slightly more focused, and slightly relieved. For brains that are highly sensitive, creative, or prone to overthinking, this tiny dopamine reward becomes very attractive. It actually creates a loop. First, we have tension, then nail biting, then temporary relief, then usually we're back to tension. Not because your brain lacks discipline, but because it learned that this sequence works, even if only for a moment. So nail biting isn't just a habit, it's a coping mechanism. It's a nervous system strategy. It's a quiet form of emotional self-soothing. It doesn't mean that you're anxious in a dramatic way. It means your system is tuned to tension and very good at finding relief. And that's not a flaw. It's a sign of adaptability. So if this is a habit that you recognize in yourself, what do you think your body has been trying to calm or protect you from all along? And if this is you, there's nothing strange or broken about it or you, my dear. Your mind simply learned a very human way to release pressure and find steadiness in this world. If you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday habits, you might like it here at Your Mind's Mirror. I'll see you in the next reflection. Bye, guys.